Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Gear Talk, and this time I'm going to talk to you about how to choose a film camera. Before we begin, as usual, if you like the channel and you like the video, please put a like, subscribe and share with your friends. And if you want to do something a little bit more to support the channel, check out my books, Photography, Dev Manual, everything you need to know about photography, all the basics, Lasting Photographs, a novel with good reviews, and Inject Fine Art Printing. It's perfect also if you shoot film, you can print, inject and get very great results. This said, how to choose a film camera. I see a lot of videos and tutorials that start to talk about different models and show you different cameras, but I think that to choose a camera, as anything else you want to buy usually in your life, the thing is to understand what is your mission, what is your goal. The first thing with film photography is I see a lot of people that is starting to do film photography because they like the film look. They call it the film look. And there are total different film looks. So the first thing you have to clarify with yourself is what is for you the film look. I see people that like very grainy and contrast images. If you want to have a look like that with a lot of grain and contrast, the way to go is a small camera, 35mm, and high contrast film and a lot of grain. For sure you are not looking for a large format camera. Contrary, if your idea is to go with something that is, let's say, Ansel Adams style, a large format camera is essential for you. But there's something more. I was inspired to do this video because yesterday, below a video that I made about the Pentax ME Super, a very nice guy, the name is here, and he wrote comment and telling me his story as a photographer, and telling me that for him the Pentax ME Super was the perfect camera because he was taking pictures at concerts, and Pentax ME Super was the first one in the age that had these LED lights inside for the exposure, for the shutter speed, and was possible to select the shutter speed without taking the eye away from the viewfinder. So that was the perfect camera for his mission. And that made me think that is when you want to buy a camera, you have to ask yourself, what will I do with it? If you are doing astrophotography, you need something that has, like the Pentax, for example, a notch on the lens that you can align with the lever to unlock the lens, and so you, in the dark, you can fit the bayonet of the lens on the camera. So that's, for example, is something that is very banal if you want, but is really essential if you are going to take pictures in the dark. That can be astrophotography, can be a concert, can be street photography at night, and these kind of things. So you have to know what are you looking for. And I see a lot of people going and spend a lot of money on cameras with, I don't know, 8,000 of a second shutter speed. There was the most modern camera with film, arrived at 4,000 or 8,000 sometime. But if you go there, it's ask yourself, how many pictures do I need to take with that speed? If you are a landscape photographer, you don't care much about that. You care much more about the lens quality and so on. So you have to define what is your mission. You have to define what is your skill. If you are just starting film photography and you are used to taking pictures with your smartphone, the good thing to do is to get a very easy fully automatic camera. Point and shot can be perfect things to do. So you get used to the use of the film and these kind of things. If you, on the other hand, are already quite expert with digital equipment, and or you want to learn everything about photography in general, you can go with something as a large format camera and 4x5 and so on. You have to think how much effort do I want to put in my new passion, in my new hobby? So you can go with something very easy, or you can go with something very complex as a view camera, from a point and shot to a view camera. Sometimes the look of film, I see a lot of people wanting that film look, and they look at the images that were made in the 50s and around that age or earlier, and they think, that's the look, and then they go to buy the most modern film camera. And this is another thing, that if you look the old look, go buy old cameras with old lenses, with all the problems of the old lenses that gives that personality to the image. If you want everything sharp, go with the most modern lenses and with the most modern cameras. So that's something that is very important, to identify what you want to do. And if you buy around, the best thing you can do is to go on places like AB Books or other websites or eBay and look for books from some years ago when film was the standard. And there are plenty of books that tell you all about the cameras and talk you about different cameras for different subjects. But you have to be clear in your mind what you want to do. If you don't have that, it's just a test, I say you go with the most simple thing. If you want to see the 35mm, get a camera like the Spotmatic. You can find them pretty cheap online, and you can find their review here. But go with a camera like that and start to play around until you decide what you want to do, and you will see if the camera has limits for you or not. Or if you want to go medium format, go with something as a Zeiss-Ikon. The review here is here. It is a folding camera, very easy to use. Not easy to use because it's all manual, but it's very easy to bring around, and you can find it cheap, and you will have the feel of the medium format, and you will see if the look of the grain in the medium format and all those kind of things will be good for you. Same thing with the large format. You don't need to start with the Cine P2 and spend a lot of money. You can find the cheapest 4x5 camera and just test it and experiment and see what is the look. If you don't like it, at the end, when you learn your abilities and you learn how if you like the process, the film process, and if you like the format, you can just sell these cameras usually for the same amount of money you paid and go for something else. So this is the main thing. I could spend hours here showing you different cameras that I own and all these kind of things. But for me, the most important suggestion I can give you is think what is your mission. Think what is your goal. And by the way, it's also think how is your budget. If you are doing professionally, you have to repay it. If you are doing as a hobby and you don't care because you are a millionaire, and all these kind of things. But think, why do you want to use film, and what is that you want from film, and based on that, get the camera. If you get books from years ago, they will tell you everything about the cameras. They will tell you everything about what is a camera best for, and so on. I just think there are the Pentax, World Pentax Manual, these kind of things. There are a lot of books like that. There are for Contax, for other brands. And by the way, if you look for the first camera and you want to spend less money, don't be fixated with the great brands. You can buy Contax with a beautiful lens. It will cost a lot. A Leica, it will cost a ton of money. But you can find around something like as a Fujica that is totally underrated, or some models of Pentax are totally underrated. So there are a ton of brands that are really good to start, but don't cost a lot of money. So I hope this short video with the suggestion to look for a mission will be helpful to you, but that's the first thing. Focus on the mission and then move on. Thank you for watching, and as usual, before I end the video, if you enjoyed the video, please put a like, subscribe and share with your friends. And if you want to go a step further, again, my books, Inkjet Fine Art Printing, which is everything about printing fine art with your inkjet printer, lasting photographs, a novel, photography subject, obviously, very good reviews online, and photography, the F manual. This has all the basics you need for photography, and not just digital but also film photography. So with something like this you will have clear what is all the technical part, all the technical knowledge that you need to learn to take to start your new passion with film photography. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.